Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And what are we doing today?
It's time for us to do our monthly goal review.
All right, let's get to it. All right, so my goals will be first. And I've got a goal to read the Bible chronologically this year, and I'm on track for that. So I'll read every day, and I'm on track. I haven't missed a day yet. Number two was to choose a podcast logo. I did that.
Yep.
So you can go check out my podcast. It's called Mercy Came Running. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, iHeartRadio Podcasts, and Anchor, which is where I host it. It's on Anchor Podcasts as well. So you can see it all there.
We'll link it down in the description too.
Yeah. Also, my race goals for this year was Celebration Marathon and qualify for Boston. Check. Disney Half Marathon. Check. Chicago Marathon. We're currently booking the trip. We booked the trip already, the hotel and everything,
yeah.
And the flights and the hotel. So we got all that done. So that'll be coming up in October. And then my other goal was to register for the Dopey Challenge, which is the 5K, the 10K, the half marathon, and the full marathon, all on consecutive days at Walt Disney World. And that'll happen in January of 2023. So I did get registered for that. Even with some registration snafus that went on that day, we were waiting about 3 hours in the waiting room.
Waiting room means in the queue line online.
Yeah, so
yeah.
About 3 hours before they actually let us register. So I did get in for that, so accomplish that goal as well. So exercise goal is 12,000 steps for 3 or 4 times per week. I'm pretty much hitting that each week. If I run 3 times, I'll get at least 12,000 steps. My reading goals, I read Conquering Logical Fallacies in April, and I finished that book. And then my next book for May is going to be In Good Faith. It's a book that's set in a town that we used to live close to and used to visit a lot. So I'm excited about reading the second book. And those are my goals. And so go ahead with your goals.
All right, so for mine, the Bible reading, I actually wanted to do focused devotions this year. I like doing devotionals sometimes just because getting that perspective from someone who may be dealing with something that you are feel like you're dealing with, kind of, and how God brought them through that. That's kind of cool to be able to see it through their eyes. So I like to do focused devotions from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
The last one that I just finished at the end of April was called Finding Rest, and I use the YouVersion Bible app for that. The next thing is my books. Again, 1 book per month, just like Joel. And my April book was called Body Neutrality. It was a really short read, but it's an interesting book about how diet culture has affected how women feel about their body. So, check it out if you're interested in reading that kind of content. And for this month, in March, I started reading a series. It was a book that had some of the books of Lewis Carroll in it, like Alice in Wonderland, and then the follow-up sequel to that. It also has about 4 other books. So I'm going to be reading at least one of those, maybe 2, out of that. According to how long they are, out of that series of novels from Lewis Carroll. Then my walk steps goal for April, my walk steps goal was 340,000 steps, and I got 343,377 steps. So woohoo! Which, if you'd have asked me the week that my mom passed away, was I going to make this goal? I would have said no, because we spent a lot of time either sitting on airplanes or in the airport. Driving in cars. Yep. We did a lot of sitting, and so there was a couple of days there that we walked like 3,000 steps. So if you'd have asked me then, I would have said I'm not gonna make it, but we pulled it out at the end. Yeah. And we were also doing Derek's Journeys Steps Challenge.
Yep.
We were on the Beast Mode team. We won't know until probably Monday or sometime like that what team actually won the challenge.
Yeah.
We know we didn't come in first place as an individual.
Yeah.
Because there were people well over 500,000, I'm guessing.
Yep.
But the team, hopefully our team won.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Beast mode! Okay. All right. For May, I'll be going for 345,000 steps. I add 5,000 steps every month in the hope that, I keep increasing my step count without trying to do it all at once. I don't like choosing goals that are done all at once. That puts a whole lot of pressure on your body and your mind to achieve something. If you do it really slowly, it becomes easier and more habit forming, in my opinion, to make those small changes. Yeah.
Yep.
Like when he started running 1 mile at a time. He didn't start as a marathon runner.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So another one was to do one virtual 5K every month. And we realized on the next to last day of the month of April that we had not actually done our 5K for April. So we did it April 30th at 7 o'clock at night. But we got it in. We don't have any bling to show for that one. It was Derek's Journeys April birthday 5K. Whoever had an April birthday and you were part of being celebrated in the Derek's Journeys 5K, hey, happy birthday!
Yeah.
I think Jenny may have been one of them. Anyway. So in May, we have not chosen a 5K yet, but hopefully we'll do that before the 31st.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. And then try a new salad every month. I've actually been eating avocado toast or hummus toast or something like that instead of eating salad. So I don't know. I'm sure I'll get back on the salad train at some point, but right now I'm not really even trying because I've been doing the avocado toast or the hummus toast. But just listening to my taste buds right now, that's what I'm really wanting to eat right now. So, you may notice we didn't mention a few goals that we have in the past, and they were just things that we felt like to keep mentioning them when we've pretty much made it a habit, and it's not really, is still there, but it's not really something that like he's gotten in the habit of drinking water.
Yep.
So it was like, why keep saying, yep, been drinking water.
Yep. Drinking water is right today.
Drinking water. And I kind of felt like that with a few of mine, that they were just kind of like old hats now. So there was no reason to keep talking about them. So if you missed any, it was just because we just were like, let's streamline our content. And now I'm not making it streamlined by talking about it. Yep. Okay. All right, so let's go on to our financial goals.
Yeah, so number one will be our no spend days. For April, we were going for 16 days, and because of circumstances, we only had hit 12 days. Yeah. We did a lot of traveling the first week and a half of the month, and
even on the days we weren't traveling, we were booking stuff to travel.
So that kind of set us back a little bit.
We will say, in our opinion, those were kind of emergencies. It wasn't like frivolous spending. That's what you have emergency funds for. So we could have not counted that stuff, but we still did.
Yep.
But we could have kind of left it out and said, hey, we had to eat on the road. We didn't have any choice.
Yep.
And
so for May, we're going to keep it at 16 days, and we'll see how we do.
Yep. Hopefully we'll be on track a little better.
Yeah.
And we have an extra day of the month, so maybe we'll make it.
Sure.
All right.
So for our sinking funds, emergency fund is to get it to $10,000. Now we decreased it by $3,500 this month, just for some expenses for traveling and stuff like that. So
yeah, we helped cover what we helped cover what her burial stuff didn't
Yep.
pay for. She had some burial policy, but it wasn't enough. Not a policy, but a burial plan, and it didn't cover everything.
Right.
So we helped pitch in to make sure that all those expenses were covered. And
Yep.
like I said, that's what the emergency fund's for. So
That's correct. Christmas gifts, Christmas and just regular gifts. Our goal is $800. That's done.
yeah.
It's been done for a few months now. So
Only reason we would cut into it is if we have a birthday come up,
Yeah.
or something like that. So.
and then we want to put $1,000 into a car fund, which we haven't put anything in there yet. But hopefully,
Because-
fingers crossed this month.
Yeah, because we kind of took a
Yep.
little hit this month.
That's
So now that was basically that. If you have any questions on those, just let us know. Our YouTube goals and video lineup. Now, we don't really set a goal on our subscriber count, just because we feel like it's more important to focus on the content. But we do always say where we stand at each month. Are we growing?
Yep.
You know, and I think we were at 1,152 at the end of March, and I think we were at 1,174 at the end of April. This is actually May 1st, and we're a little higher than that, but not by much, but a little bit. So about 1,174 at the moment, or yesterday. We still have talked about setting up Amazon affiliates. We still haven't done that.
Yep.
Okay, so one thing that we have talked about several times, and we just weren't sure about whether or not we wanted to do it or not, was any of the stuff like super chats, memberships, super thanks, which is something recently new, I think, or recently offered to us or something. But, and we kept saying that we just weren't sure, because we really don't want anyone who is struggling right now to feel like we're in any way asking them for anything, because we're fine.
Yep.
Yeah. But what we did see was after we got monetized, our view counts started going down.
Yep.
So what, and it really tanked this month because I missed like putting up 3 videos. So, not tanked. It just wasn't as good as it had been. Anyway, so what we think that we're going to do is we are going to turn on some of those things. They will be there. Please know that we are in no way asking you to give us anything, and you can totally ignore it. And other than if what we agreed upon was that if you gave something, we would say your name or something like that. Other than that, we won't be mentioning that it's even an option there. If you choose to do it, please know that we have not asked you anyway. And we don't plan to talk about it or ask you to do that, okay?
Yep.
Okay. So hopefully y'all understand that. Okay.
Yeah, just letting the ads play through for us is fine.
Yes, that's right.
That's just, we don't get much income from it, but that's where
But
it comes from, and
yeah.
it costs you nothing, just except a little time.
And the thing is, we're not even worried about the ad revenue.
Yeah.
Why we don't want to be reduced in the analytics, why we want them to push our content more, is because we're hoping we're actually giving information that helps people, and so the more people that see it, the more people we're helping. And if they're not pushing it because they feel like they're not going to get as much ad revenue off of us, then that's hurting their chances of seeing it.
Yep.
So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so we always kind of do a quick rundown of the videos that we do have planned over the next 2 months. I will say really quickly, we always have grocery haul videos on Mondays, so we're not going to tell you every Monday video. It's going to be grocery hauls on Monday. On Wednesday, we restart recipe of the week videos. Some of y'all really seem to enjoy the what's for dinners that we were doing as part of the Plan Ahead April content. And so if like maybe we didn't have many votes on a recipe or something like that, maybe we'll insert like a week of what's for dinners or something like that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I mean, if there's something you would rather see, let us know, or how you would rather us structure it, you know. But you know, our recipes do okay, and the what's for dinners were about the same amount of views on them. But some of you did say you really enjoyed seeing that content. So let us know if you have one that you prefer, or how you would like that done.
Yeah.
So, or if you want to see both of them, let us know. We'll see I don't know what we would do, but we'll see. All right. So, but now what we're going to talk about is Friday videos, because that's the ones that change. Yes. So, next Friday, May 13th, you'll see what we plan to do is go out to the store, do a price comparison between generics and brand names, and then show you a total of what would have been spent if we bought the generic and the brand name. We did see another video that did that, and they made sure that the package size was the exact same on everything, and if they didn't have the same package size, they wouldn't even compare it. But y'all know we do the math here. Yeah. So I think that we will probably be looking at how much you'll save per ounce or per each item or something like that, because really that's where your savings really comes. Obviously, much of you are going to be like, obviously your generic is going to be cheaper, right? Be sure to go back to the Grocery Hole video that we posted on Monday and check out where I was talking about Planters cashews. Mm-hmm. And then, so it's not that generics aren't always cheaper, but it's just that sometimes generics isn't cheaper. Yep. So, and that's why you gotta do your math.
That's right.
So that's gonna be May 13th.
Then I'm gonna do a fitness video on the 20th. Not quite sure what the subject is gonna be, but that will be in on the 20th.
And then we'll hopefully do our declutter of our kitchen. Yep. And then we'll do, on the 29th, which is the Sunday, we'll do our monthly shout outs. That's right. And then we're going to quickly run through June on that same thing. Oh, also, during the month of May, we're doing our Make It Yourself May challenge. We will link a video right here that explains what that is. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays in May, you'll be seeing videos where we show you, like short videos, like less than a minute long videos, where we show you things that you could make at home for yourself. Yep. So June, we're going to quickly run through that. We have our June 3rd is the goal meeting. June 10th will be What Frugal Isn't. What Frugal Isn't. That's right. All right, the 17th. It's going to be another fitness video. Of some kind. Yep, some kind. The 24th is going to be another declutter. We're either going to go upstairs to the bedroom or we're going to go out to the garage. Yep. Not sure. And then the 26th, Sunday the 26th, will be our shout-outs video. That's right. And as a final note, we finally launched Adventures on the Long Run. Yeah, it's our new YouTube channel. Go over and check it out. If you haven't been over there yet, Adventures on the Long Run. We do theme park, travel videos. I've got one video up now, getting ready to load another one up, probably tonight or tomorrow. And got some more in the hopper that I'm working on as well. Now, we will make a note that while we do consider what we're doing somewhat frugal, and the reason why is because we planned ahead, we have annual passes to some of the theme parks, so that when we go, during the month, like we did the annual passes as Christmas presents to ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then when we go anytime during the month, we don't have to pay for tickets those days because we already pay for it in the passes. Yep. We also get free parking and discount on foods. So we consider it still frugal. But if you are anyway feeling like that's not content that I want to see because I'm trying to be real tight with my budget, we understand. Yep. Yeah, you'll still get the frugal over here, and it's okay if you, don't feel like you can watch content of people going out to theme parks. It's okay. Yep.
Yep. So drop us a comment below and let us know about your goals. If you have some, if you're how they're going, what you're doing with those, and what you got coming up for the rest of the year. We'd love to hear about that. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell for updates when we upload new videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes on the weekends, sometimes in between. Just kind of never know when we're going to drop one in there. And with that said, that's going to do it today for the Long Run with Joel and Chrissy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christine.
And don't forget, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.